Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. Today it's one of my subscriptions. It's TOYL for February 2025. So TOYL stands for Time of Your Life, and this box is really designed for women over 40. It's a monthly subscription. It costs £39.99 including delivery, but you can cancel at any time. There's also an option to pause. They'll preview what's going to be in the next month's box on the 18th of the previous month. So if you want to pause or cancel after seeing that, you can do it as long as it's before 6 p.m. on the 19th, so the following day. So this month's box is worth £114 and it's called the Self-Love Edition. You can also buy it as a one-off for £49.99, again with free delivery without any contract, and the info for that is on the website. So with TOYL, you always get a leaflet, or TOYL, I don't think I said the L on the end then. With TOYL, you always get a leaflet. It's packed full of information, and Karen, the founder of TOYL, often gives top tips, or always gives top tips on each of the products. Now, I went to the website to get the descriptions and then the brand's websites rather than going from the leaflet. I've no idea why, but that's how I did it yesterday. So the first product in here is by Gatineau, and it's the Beechwood Body Brush with an RRP of £15. Karen says this humble product is one that has stayed in my beauty wardrobe forever, as it does so many things. Very few of us regularly look after the skin on our body, and nothing works as well or has as many health benefits as dry body brushing. We spend a lot of time talking about stimulating collagen on our face, but little about looking after the rest of our skin. There are so many benefits to dry body brushing, including exfoliation and stimulating blood flow. I think there's more description in the leaflet as well, what it's good for. So I have had a body brush once before. I've got a feeling I got it in a cohorted box or something, and I'm not really, I can't do it. There's something about the feel of it, and I just wouldn't be able to do it. I am quite a sort of sensitive soul when it comes to things on my skin. I don't like labels if they're a little bit scratchy or something. They have to come out. When I was a child, I used to have to wear my socks inside out because I didn't like the sort of the ridge in there. It made so I am quite funny about things like this, and the thought of dry brushing my skin, it just really is not something I want to do. So I will either put this in my collection of beauty things, accessories, or I might give it away. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I don't think I'm going to try. I really want to try it out on my skin, but I know I won't enjoy the experience at all. Okay, the next product is by Votary, and it's the Super Sensitive Cleansing Cream, 100ml with an RRP of £55. Karen says, in truth, all of us have sensitive skin. Exactly what I was just saying, actually. It's just to what level. Mine's quite high. That is the difference, which is why this cleanser, the last we'll have for quite some time, is so perfect. This is a great second cleanser in a double cleansing regime, particularly at night when your skin wants as much calm as it can get. No wonder it's such an award-winning product. And the brand says this is an ultra-gentle rinse-off cleansing cream that melts away dirt, impurities and makeup effortlessly while supporting your skin's essential barrier function. Formulated with Votary's unique blend of 21 super seed oils to nourish and soothe, and enhanced with oat extract, plus a proven calming complex to support and condition sensitive skin. Free from fragrance, allergens, essential oils and sulfates. You apply all over your face and neck with damp hands, massaging for 30 seconds, rinse and gently pat dry. Now, I actually really like this. So I used it yesterday as a secondary element in my makeup removal, as suggested by Karen, and it did do a good job. I used a balm first of all, the Emma Hardy one, and then used this afterwards, and it did sort of give that calming feel to my face. But I also used it this morning in the shower, and it was lovely. It is a really sort of creamy, rich feeling cleanser. And so I don't know where I'm going to use it, whether I'm going to use, I'll probably use it both, to be honest, because it's so nice. So that's what it looks like. It is quite thick, and it obviously does smell. I don't know what that smells of, actually. It says cedars, and to be honest with you, I think that's what it does smell of. Some kind of cereal type smell to it. But obviously no major, there's no essential oils, it says in it, so there's no major knock you off sort of smell. It's nice. It's a pleasant, creamy, cereally, ricey kind of smell. Yeah, I like it a lot, and it just felt so soothing and smoothing in the shower this morning. I think that's probably where I'm going to use it the most. And if you do get a little bit of a flare up, like I've been having recently with my skin and the little dry patches and whatever, products like this, I'm going to need more and more, I think. Okay, now the next product is the one that I have had before. This is by Code Beautiful, and it's VLM, is it Code Beautiful? I don't know. VLM mascara in brown or black. RRP £24. I was just wondering whether the VLM belonged to the name of the brand or was the name of the product, but it's VLM is Volumizing Lengthening Mascara, so that's what it stands for. So I think I said RRP £24. Karen says you might get black or you might get brown in your box, but both of these mascaras are brilliant. I test others, but I go back to this every time. If you want great lashes that look amazing all day, this is it. So this mascara fixes sparse lashes, it lengthens short lashes, it gives deep colour and creates curl without any drop. It's the only mascara worth your money. In my view, that's Karen still speaking. The brand says our volumizing, lengthening, thickening, curling, no clumping, no smudging vegan mascara is water resistant, yet it's also super easy to remove at the end of the day by using a water-based cleanser. So the formula is water resistant, which means you can still have a good old laugh or cry, but don't go diving in the pool. Waterproof formula tends to be heavy and weighs lashes down, not forgetting it's harder to remove. So water resistant is the best way to care for your lashes and give you the lash results you deserve. So I remember having this, and I am pretty certain, and I'm not 100% certain, because it was a long time ago, but I think it might have been in a previous TOYL box. But I remember having this for absolutely ages. I think it might be about 3 years ago, just before I started doing videos. It's a lovely product, and my memory was correct. I love it. I love the brush. I love the formula. So the brush is quite a nice long one, which is what I like. A little bit tapered, but really easy to apply. And it's real lightweight sort of formula, which you can build on. So I've actually done 2 coats. I would be happy with 1 coat. I would be happy to go out with 1 coat. It was lovely. It was very natural looking lashes. I think 2 coats for when I'm doing a video and things like that is probably a little bit better. So I'll just get in a little bit closer to show you. Hopefully you can see. I can't because I need my glasses. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a lovely, lovely product. Okay, and I got black, by the way. I forgot to say that. There is a brown possibility you might get brown, which I would have been okay with. Personally, I prefer black. Brown's okay, but I'm more likely to use black more often. Okay, now the final product in here is by Stila, and it is, I don't know which way it goes round, so I'll show you like that. It's the Plumping Lip Glaze in Patina with an RRP of £20. So this is a universal colour that suits all skin tones perfectly. Lip glaze is a hybrid of lip oil with a hint of colour that lifts your skin tone while actively plumping and hydrating your lips. In short, it's the go-to product for lips as we move into spring. And the brand lists the benefits, the key benefits, as vitamin E and antioxidants keep lips supple and soft. It features Maxi Lip to plump lips from the inside out. Lips feel hydrated, firm and supple. And it drenches lips with colour and shine with no stickiness or tackiness. So let's have a go at it. You have to twist, click pen until product appears. Okay, then use the brush applicator to apply to lips. You can wear alone or over your favourite lipstick. So this is what it looks like. I recognise this, you know. I did look it up. I couldn't find anywhere that I've had it, but I don't know whether it just reminds me of another product maybe. It's really nice packaging though. I like that. So let's have a go. It might take a while actually if it's one of those twist ones to get to the brush. So I might do this off screen. So you're just twisting that round and hopefully that's going to come up to the brush. And then I'll come back when I've done that. Okay, so it did take a few clicks for it to come out to the brush. So I'll show you what it looks like on the back of my hand first. It's quite a lot darker than I thought it would be. And I'm going to pause and pop it on and see what we think. I quite like it. I can feel like a tingly effect going on. So you'll have to look and see if they look any different. I doubt they will. Mine never seem to do that clumpy bit that everyone talks about. But it's a nice way of applying it with that brush. It's more accurate, I think, than, you know, a lot of the other applicators you get for things like this. So it just felt like it was going in the right place rather than sometimes with ones like this, especially when they're quite, as you can see, they're quite a lot of product there. It was nice and easy to apply and didn't go all over the place. It normally ends up sort of on my face somewhere else. So yeah, I really like that. And that is the end of the box. You only get 4 products, which is pretty normal for TOYL, but they are always good products. So you start off with the Gatineau brush, which, yeah, for me, it's just not for me. I wish it was because it sounds brilliant. But I do take care of my legs anyway and arms by using body lotions and oils morning and night. So I do try quite hard and I do use exfoliation as well. So I probably don't need this that much. The Votary cleanser, fabulous product. I really like that. It does feel like really luxurious and thick and creamy to use, particularly when you're in the shower. But it was good as a secondary makeup remover as well. I liked it a lot. Then we had, of course, the star of the show for me, which is the Code Beautiful mascara. Love it. I love it. That's why I remember it, because I loved it. And for me to remember something is very unusual, let me tell you that. And then, of course, the Steeler. I actually really like this. I think the way it applies so easily with no mess is great. And that's probably one that I'm likely to put in my handbag because it was so easy to do with such a good effect. I think it's quite nice and shiny. Okay, so I like that box. I knew I would like it as soon as I saw the preview, so happy to get it. I'll look forward to seeing the preview for the next month because obviously this is the most expensive subscription box I've got, although I've only got 2 now. But I have had other ones in the past, and £40 is like the top one, $39.99. So I will look and see what the previews are, mainly because I kind of do need to save a little bit of money at the moment. Anyway, I did do another unboxing, which was the OK Sleep one, which will probably go out first. I did a bit of an update on the week at the end of that, but I did forget a few things. So I will do those, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a healing thing. So first of all, I meant to say Valentine's stuff behind me. This is taken from my seasonal shelf, which is downstairs, which I have mentioned previously, that I have a seasonal shelf, which is a windowsill basically on a window that does nothing else apart from be a window. So it needed like a bit of colour and interest. This is some of the stuff from the seasonal shelf, not all of it, funnily enough. The plant is one that I bought last Valentine's Day for the seasonal shelf, and it's still going strong. I really like it. Then some of the others, I think there's a few Next products there. The moon one, that's got a little robin at the top and a little doggy that looks like a Labrador, like my dog, at the bottom, which is rather lovely. I think most of it's next. There might be one that isn't. And yeah, the little dog there with the heart on his next. And then we've got a little Marks and Spencer's bear with a heart from last year. So that's my seasonal shelf. I thought I'd keep transferring it up when I can and when I remember to. The other thing I forgot to update on was the rats in my garden. There's a rat in my garden. What am I going to do? Well, that's kind of like what I was thinking when I saw the rats. I did mention it in one of my videos last week. I don't know which video it was. It was one of the next ones. But yes, it was fun and games for me. So what I started doing was I'd had some ground feeders for the blackbirds and thrushes and things, and I had a squirrel feeder which was on the ground as well. I've actually put those onto a garden table now. But then I noticed that a lot of the seeds, particularly I think it was a thrush, was flinging the seeds around. So they were going through the slats in the table onto the floor. So the rat was out. There was I don't know where the baby rats have gone. They've just disappeared. There just seems to be one big rat now coming out at night time. So my next thing that I'm going to try is I'm buying a big tray thing. I think it's actually meant to be used for sand play by children, but I think it's about 1 metre wide, which is the same as the table. So my thoughts are that I'm going to put that on top of the table, weigh it down with something, because I think on a windy day it might just fly off, and then put the feeders on that so that they can spread. If they get chucked around, they'll stay contained within that holder. I know it's a bit faffy, but I don't like problems. I always have to try and come up with a solution. So I'm going to see what happens with that. Hopefully it's going to work. But the main thing I wanted to tell you about in this video, because you know, with TOYL, I know not that many people watch my TOYL video, but I know that the people who probably watch me the most are going to be watching, and the people that want the healing are going to be watching. So I just wanted to update you on my Reiki. I actually did Reiki on a friend as a case study the other day, and it was really interesting. So first of all, I did the Reiki. It was fairly straightforward. I got to her left knee. Now I know the places where she's got pain, so I did work on those in particular. But when I got to the knee, it was the left knee. Now she hadn't mentioned that. So she suffers from arthritis, and she gets it in all sorts of places all over the place. And she has had it in her knee before, but she hadn't really been having a problem with that. But when I got to the knee, I was getting all sorts of colours, because what happens with me, so I keep saying cuz instead of because. I think I'm just too excitable. What I find with me is that I get colours in my head that I shut my eyes for the majority of it, and the colours tell me where there's a problem. So if I see red, then for me, there's a problem. And this is what I've been doing way before I was doing Reiki, when I was doing healing, just out of finding out that I could do it. It's always been about the colours. And when I'm healing, there's often a green or a blue kind of colour. And when everything's done and finished, it's purple, very occasionally white, but mainly purple. So I got to the knee, and there was red, and there was also other things coming through, like I see lots. I know this sounds a bit strange. If you're not into Reiki and spiritual stuff, it probably doesn't. You'll probably think, oh, that's a bit odd. But I see like eyes come through, and they belong to animals. So I'll see an eye, and then I'll see a shape of an animal. So she had some animals coming through to her. I can't remember what she had, because I did another Reiki the other day and I'm getting them mixed up. But I think she had a tiger and a bear, I think she had. But that was all while I was working on the knee. Then afterwards she said, now this is interesting, because when I shut my eyes, I see colours. Whether it's nighttime dark, daytime with sunlight, I just see colours all the time, and things, just shapes of colours and all sorts of things going on. But all she sees is dark. When she shuts her eyes, it's just dark. And I've mentioned this to her before because I was really surprised that she didn't see colours. I thought everybody did. And she was really surprised that I did. So she said when I was working on that knee, she saw some colours flash up. And I think they were lime green and purple. So green for me is like a healing colour, and purple is that it's healed. So it was really strange that she got that while I was working on the knee. When I moved away, it went. But she got that while I was seeing the animal guide. So, and she was trying to, the rest of the time, she was trying to get the colours back, but they wouldn't come back. So that was the first interesting point, which I think we're going to do it again. And I'm going to try and sort of get the animal guides in for her. And hopefully she'll see colours again, which is what she wants to do because she loved it. The second thing is that on the following day, I woke up and my left knee was hurting out of nowhere. Now, this does happen to me sometimes. When you do Reiki, you do have to cut yourself off afterwards from the person's energy. There's a mirror underneath me, which I think is shining light up, so sorry about that. You have to cut yourself off from the person's energy. Otherwise, you can actually feel their emotions and pains and things like that. And I do that, but I often still get a feeling from them, like I am still kind of connected. But I had this pain in that knee, the left knee. It went quite quickly. The pain always does. If I do get someone else's sort of pain transference, it always goes quite quickly. But the interesting thing was I texted her and said, I woke up with a pain in my knee. Is your knee bothering you? And she said, no, she woke up pain-free and chilled, which was such a good sort of feedback for me. I mean, I don't know how she is today. This was yesterday. So it could be a different story today. And with arthritis, as anyone who's got it knows, it does flare up and do all sorts of things. But I did say to her, if she gets that pain again, to tell me, because now our energies are really strongly attached. Hopefully I'll be able to sort her out quite quickly, even remotely. So just wanted to tell you that because I'm really excited about my Reiki journey. It's only just starting, my healing and everything. And again, I want to share it with you. For me, it's about giving it back. I've got it from somewhere and I want to give it back. So I'm going to pause for a sec, generate some good, pure energy and pass it on to you. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I have got some really strong energy ready, and what I've asked for is some good, pure, healing energy. And this can be to heal any physical ailment that you've got, or any mental health issue, any issue, any emotional issue, any sort of soul searching issue, anything really. So it's really, really, really strong. I can feel it. It feels like it's a ball of energy. It's really quite strange, but lovely. And I want to pass this on to you. So just focus on anywhere you want this to go. And it doesn't even have to be yourself. It can be someone else. It can be an animal. Reach out to me, and then after this video, reach out to that animal. If it's your pet, please pass this on, because animals are my thing as well. I love healing animals. But this is for you as well. If you've got any problem at all, just focus on that problem. And then hopefully this energy is going to get to you. Remember, energy doesn't care about time or space. It's all about my intention for this energy to get to you while you're watching it, whether you're watching it when it goes out, in a month, in a year. This energy will still be there for you, because that's what it's intended for. So just focus on the area that you want it to go to, or an event or thing that's coming up for you. And it's positive energy. So it's going to work in your favour to help you with whatever's coming up in your life or any problems you've got. I can feel it's making my fingers twitch. It's quite strong. Take it. And if it works for you this time, it doesn't mean it's not going to work again. So you can just keep coming back if you need to, just taking more and more of it. And if you do get any effects from it, if it does work for you, if you can feel it, do let me know. It's all about giving back. You can also take this actually and give it to someone else. It's flowing really strongly now. I can just feel it flowing out towards the screen. And then my intention is for it to flow out from the screen to you. You can come back to this video anytime you want, and hopefully that's really helped. And in the meantime, I'm going to wish you loads and loads of love. I don't know whether I'll be doing a video next weekend. I'll try my best if I can. I do want to, I just haven't got a box to do, which I explained at the end of the other video. But I will do my best to try and get a box or do something maybe next weekend. But in the meantime, I'm sending you lots and lots and lots of love, positive healing energy. Have a fabulous week. That's what this bit, oh, it's still coming through. So this is for you to have a positive, fabulous, happy week. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you soon.